Hello everyone, welcome back to Stay Tuned Laura. I'm Laura, obviously. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be talking about another one of my artworks that is actually included in that banner on my YouTube profile and on my Facebook if you do have me on Facebook. Hey Logan. And I think Logan would like to join us today, and Luna, here she comes because she's jealous. Hello boogers. Anyway. So, let me bust out my sketchbook here. Excuse me, Simon. Here you go. This is Billy Harvey. Like I said, this is something that is on my YouTube banner if you want to look at it real quick. But yeah. There you go. Just a little zoom in on his face. You can see his clothes, the car, right? There you go. Alright, so the reason why I chose to make an art piece on Billy Harvey, again, as you know, he is from Stranger Things. That being said, if you haven't watched the latest season, I recommend you forward this video like 30 seconds ahead. I love this character. I know that he came off as really douchey, kind of a jerk, right, to everyone, especially to his baby sister. But I mean, you gotta admit he was pretty funny, and apart from the fact that he's very handsome, that's another big reason why I like him. He was pretty funny because, you know, he would try to seduce older women, right? That kid's mom. Sorry, I can't remember right on the spot, but you know what I'm talking about. I just love this character so much, and the fact that, you know, his character came to an end the way that it did, that just solidified, like, you know, my suspicions from the start about this character. Everyone saw him more like a villain, but to me he wasn't. To me he was a very complex character, and he was more of an anti-hero. And again, you know, his death did prove my point. You know, I feel like he really tried to redeem himself. So yeah, there's not really much to discuss since, you know, he does come out in the show. I did try to draw him, excuse Simon's tail. I did try to draw him the same way that he does appear in the show. You know, I love that that rugged, like, 80s like style that he's got going on. His hair is great. I mean, I'm sure everybody could admit to that. And that car. I'm not a car person, but everybody loves that car, right? So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the finished product done in Photoshop. So, what do you guys think? Do you like the color? Do you like, you know, the vibe that it gives off? I tried to go with, again, you know, like retro 80s because that's very fitting, especially because the show is based on like the 80s. So when I sketched him out, I did try to keep that like cool exterior that he's got going on. So that's why he's there leaning against his vehicle, and he is about to light up a cigarette. Alright, so as far as the vehicle goes, that was actually the hardest part for me. If you know me, that's not really my style. I don't do mechanical artwork. I've actually only drawn maybe 3 vehicles like throughout my life. So, I mean, that being said, I think because I worked so hard to make sure that I could draw the car as close as I can to his, you know, from the show, it became actually my favorite part of this drawing. You know, I love the color. It just looks like a big blue shiny candy apple. Hopefully that doesn't come off as like too girly or whatever, but I just really just wanted to accentuate because he loves his car, right? And everybody loves his car, like I said earlier. I tried to give it like a nice cool touch. Honestly, besides the car being difficult, the most difficult part about Billy himself was actually getting details like into his face. I don't know why, but sometimes when I color the skin tones, some of the details do get lost, and I have a hard time bringing them up without it looking a little bit too intense, or like making it look like, you know, their face is really bony or something, right? But yeah, let me just do a zoom in here so we could see the details of his face. Before I do that, I will show you, I guess, the details on his face that I drew. Hopefully the camera doesn't, you know, blur out. Hopefully you saw the details. But yeah, and it was really hard to color in his facial hair. That's another thing that I'm a little bit inexperienced with, facial hair. But I digress. Well guys, I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. I will reply to you. I'm open to constructive criticism if you have any for me. Do you like the color scheme? Do you like the way Billy was drawn out? Do you think I got that retro vibe from the 80s down? I mean, tell me. And if there's anything that you guys would like for me to draw in the future, I mean, again, comment that. You know, if I really like the idea, I might actually do it. Alright guys, well, I mean, thank you for staying tuned. Again, like I said, if you have any thoughts, comments, let me know in the comment section. Like always, your support never goes unnoticed. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement and the support. I will see you on Saturday to have another art discussion. Oh, and you know, just another reminder again, the 1st is next week and we will have another animation discussion. I'm excited. Hopefully you are too. Alright guys, well, I'll see you later. Excuse my fidgeting around the chair today. Bye.